what could be the PC that can level the PS5? And what should be the PC that is required to play next gen with all its new promises? Well, if these are your questions, then this video is for you. So, starting with the CPU, we are going with the new Core i5-11400, 6 cores, 12 threads at 2.6 GHz. Now, you might ask me why I went for this CPU. The Ryzen 5 5600X gives more performance, yes, but at the same time, the 11400 costs $184 or 13,500 rupees. That is almost half the price of the 5600X. And at the price range of $200, there is currently no competitor from AMD, making the 11400 the go-to. Just look at Cyberpunk. At 1080p, the Ryzen 5600X gives only 6 frames more than the 11400F, while coupled with the 3080. Next is a motherboard, and we have chosen the ASRock B560 Pro 480X. Now, this is the motherboard for the price. This motherboard has the PCIe Gen 4 for ultra-fast SSDs and also supports 4K at 60Hz, which we will need for running games at par with the PS5. And all of these is aided with a little bit of RGB, which is sweet. Also, the heatsinks on the VRMs makes this a go-to if you're on a budget. This thing also has an M.2 slot for Wi-Fi cards. Now, Wi-Fi cards just cost around 20 bucks, but they can give a very stable connection if you're into it. Although most people will choose LAN over Wi-Fi, but still there are some minimalist builds and they need Wi-Fi. And also we have 4 DIMM slots on this thing, so you can easily upgrade to 32 gigs of RAM later down the line. And all of these for just 110 bucks or 8,071 INR. Crazy. Moving on to a RAM, we have gone for the Patriot Viper Steel 16 gigs. This kit has 2 sticks of 8 gigs each, which will allow us to enjoy dual channel memory. This particular kit is clocked at 3200 MHz and has a cache latency of 16, which is pretty sweet. These also come with a bit of a robust design with all those heatsinks and stuff, but you miss out on RGB. Yes. And all of these while adding 76 bucks or 5,500 rupees to a build. Okay, now moving on to the storage, I have opted for the Munchkin Piloty 1TB NVMe drive. A 1TB drive will be enough for storing games and also running the OS without a hiccup. And also, if you want to add hard drives or solid state drives down the line, there are 6 SATA ports on the motherboard that we chose to do so. The Munchkin Piloty has a read speed of 3500 Mbps and a write speed of 3000 Mbps, which is ultra fast. Okay, moving on to a video card, the heart of a gaming system, we have chosen the RTX 3060 Ti. The 3060 Ti smoothly delivers 4K at almost 60 frames per second, while at the same time costing way less than its last-gen competitors. We have gone for the Founders Edition of the card, which cost $400 or 29,350 rupees. Moving on to the case, we have chosen the NZXT H510, which hugely matches the aesthetics of the PS5. While I know that this case does not have a lot of airflow or stuff, but the machine we are building will be well off with what this case can offer. This case costs $92 or almost 6,800 rupees. Moving over to the power supply, we have chosen the Enermax Revolution 750W PSU. Now, you might say the 750W is an overkill for this system, but the 750W costs only $3 more than the 650W. Then why not? Also, the Enermax PSU has an 80+ gold certification, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the components. Now let's get into PCBS and start building this thing. Okay, so this is how your build will look after you have built your PC. Also, I have chosen the Arctic Freezer Esports 34 Full White Edition CPU cooler. Now since the 11400 ships with a stock cooler, you can easily use it and it will be all good. Okay, so that's for it. The PS5 still offers a more value as it costs only half of this price. But a PC is a PC. Well, now I am not getting into any controversies, but this is how much you will have to spend if you want to get a PS5 level PC. While the 3060 will still hold up with the PS5, the 3060 Ti eases out a bit and beats it to a certain extent. So you can easily opt for the 3060 if you're tight on budget. So that's it for today guys. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and get subscribed for more such PC building videos. And with that said, I'm Marco and I'll catch you in the next one.